So today I'm coming at you and I want to do a short video on what's in my camera bag. So I carry a backpack with me every day with camera gear in it, doing one of two things. I'm taking photos of work we do, taking video blogs while we're out working, or I'm doing slinger style work, listening to a police scanner, trying to get to scenes of accidents and fires and different things before the news media does, and sell that footage over to the media companies. And yes guys, that's real and it does work. So real quick before I dive into the bag, there's a couple things that I carry that aren't in the bag on a daily basis. One of them being a Manfrotto Monopod. The other being a Sunpack 4000 AVG. And I'll show you what I use this for a little bit later. Gonna be upgrading this though soon, so this won't be the one we're using for much longer. This is an absolutely amazing tripod that I fell in love with, guys. It is the Ravelli. It's a 72-inch tripod. You can get this on Amazon for 30 bucks. Comes in a nice bag. It's actually really well built. It's nice and pretty heavy. It's very sturdy. It's very stable. And for 30 bucks, you can't go wrong with this tripod. So one of the things I carry with me, which is what's on this tripod right now, is one of my two iPhone 7 Pluses. Carry this one, also the one I'm shooting this video on. I also carry with me in my bag a iPad Pro. This is a brand new one that we just got. This is the 512 gigabyte. And what I'm using this for is I'm using Luma Fusion. So I'm able to upload my video right there in the field, and then I can send it to the different news organizations and different things. Right from that iPad, has Verizon wireless cell service on it. So I'm actually getting tweets from the local 911 dispatch center. They actually tweet out on Twitter, and it comes right to my Apple Watch here. Like accidents, EMS calls, and fire calls right on Twitter. They put them out real time. So I can be anywhere, get a notification right on my telephone of something that's happening. Great. So this is the backpack I'm carrying with me every day. It's an Amazon Basics. It's their bigger bag. It's actually a really well built bag. Some really good padding to it. Got a waist strap as well. Some nice, I mean, this thing is really comfortable. And I want to say this one's about 50 bucks. So to me, you really can't go wrong with this. So on the outside, I have the Zion, I think I said that right, but this is the Smooth Cube, and I can use this with my GoPro and or my smartphone. So it's actually designed for the smartphones, but I have an adapter to where I can put my GoPro Hero 5 in that. So we're going to go to the big main compartment. See here, pretty full. And we carry several things in here with us. So this is a diffuser for the newer CN160. This light is really great. It's small, it's compact. It runs off of 6 AA batteries. I use the lithium ion batteries. They seem to last longer. You can also use rechargeable batteries in this that you can get for about 30 bucks. I think you get 2 batteries and a charger for like $30 on Amazon. And I'll link in the description of this video everything here that we're using from Amazon so that you can go take a look at it all. So the diffuser mounts right on that, so that so the camera we're running right now, we actually just got, and it is the Canon 77D. Really like this camera. It has basically all the features of the 80D. The top display, everything basically laid out like an 80D. It's a little bit smaller, so it's the same size as the T7i and the T6i. But it has more features, can do a few more things. But it also has a Digic 7 processor, where the Canon 80D has a Digic 6 processor. So this is a smaller 80D with a better processor. Really, really great camera. It's not weather sealed. That's the one downfall to it, so you have to be careful. This is the Canon 55 to 220 image stabilized STM lens. I actually just picked this up today used. So we can get out there and get a little reach with this when we're doing video. We don't have to be super close. I also carry a Canon 10 to 18. This is the STM lens, also image stabilized. It's a wide angle lens. We do a lot of vlogging type things with this. It really opens up, gets a lot of you in there. We have a Canon 50mm. This is a f1.8, I think it is. Yes, this is the 1.8 STM. Gives you that blurred out background behind you. You kind of get a wide angle out of it, but you kind of get a zoom out of it as well. It does not, the focal length does not change with this lens. It's just what it is. And then we got the lens that actually came with the camera. It's the 18 to 55. It's a STM image stabilized lens also. A little bit of zoom on it, but you can go to 18 and get a pretty decently wide background. It's not a wide angle lens, but it does get a lot in there behind you. So those are the 4 lenses we're running with now. We're actually looking at getting one more lens here within the next little bit to add to this, and that's going to be a Takina 11 to 20 2.4 or 2.8. I can't remember. I'll link to it, but we're going to be doing a little bit of real estate photography with some videography work with real estate agents, and we're going to be using that lens for that. Being it's a 2.8 aperture, it does a little bit better in low light. So we're going to be using that lens basically especially for that, and we're getting a have a gimbal type stabilizer. I can't even think of the name of it, but it's the long one that the camera sits on, and yeah, we're getting one of those. So this is an old Comica mic that I had. I actually, not that old, it's only about 5 or 6 months old. I mean, it's an okay mic. It's not great. It'll work. It's 50 bucks, but there's better things you could buy for 50 bucks. Big fuzzy thing. No, it's not a toy I play with. But anyway, it's for our Takstar microphone, which is my main microphone that I'm using. And my buddy Wally over at Beach River Landscape, check him out on YouTube. I'll put a little thing here, link to his channel. But he turned me on to this mic. That didn't come out quite right. So he told me about this thing, and I've done some research on it. It's a Chinese-made powered microphone. Takes one AA battery. Kind of big. It's bigger than most things. You know, it kind of, you can adjust this 3 different positions, so it sits differently on your camera, however it works. But this is a really, really great microphone. I mean, really great microphone, and it's $28. So, you know, we use the windscreen on it at times. So that's that. Also, carry the GoPro Hero 5. Really like this little thing. It's a really nice little camera. And then we got the little GoPro flexy bendy thing that does tripod, selfie stick. Anyway, we use these. Also carry a Joby Gorilla Pod for the big camera. Have another one of those back here that got a GoPro mount on it that we can carry with us. We carried this thingy jigger bobber. It goes on the camera like this, and then we can mount the light up here and the microphone over here, and they're out of the way, and you know, it works great. Trust me. Battery grip. This is a newer battery grip with 2 off-brand batteries in it that the camera normally doesn't like, but it does work with them. So that's everything in here. It's a really, really nice big bag. Open up the back here, my iPad goes in there. In the front, we have a lot of witchy doodles, cables, extra memory cards, headphones, stuff up here. Quarter. You're wondering what a quarter's for, right? So anytime you have a tripod, quarters, they work great, right? So I have this little thing. It works for the phones, so we can do like little live things when we're out and about. It also, the bottom unscrews off of it, and then you can put it on a tripod as well. So we use that. And we have the adapter for the GoPro to the Smooth Q. This is the adapter for the iPad to where we can upload everything off of the SD cards. Battery charger. And over here is a power pack that we can use to charge the batteries with. Pistol grip. This is a Boyar Lapel Mic. So this actually worked from my iPhone and or my DSLR camera. And I should probably be using this for this video, and I really didn't think about it because I'd have got a lot better audio out of it. I'm going to hook it up real quick, and we're going to see how much better it is after this. Alright, so I got the Boyo Mic hooked up. So I really wanted to see if the audio was any better with it, and honestly I don't know yet because I haven't uploaded it yet. So we'll see. But I'll link to this. It's got a really, really long cable that hooks to it. It actually comes with the little fuzzy to put on the end of it for the wind, and it comes with a 3.5 to 1/4 inch adapter, so if you're using bigger things you can use that as well. This little pouch, I keep a phone holder for the tripod. This is actually a good one. This is all metal, and it actually has a cold shoe mount on the top, so you can mount a mic, or I can mount that light and put it on the tripod and use it that way. And then I also have another Boyo mic that we have, and this is actually a dual mic, so it's a single, it's one plug, 2 cables, 2 mics, so you can do like interviews and different things with it, which is what it was bought for, to be able to do interviews with, so you don't have to have any other type of splitters or converters or whatever else. It just plug and go to do your interviews. Also have a ND filter. This one's for the 18, no, this is for the 10 to 18 wide angle. It's a variable, so you can make it lighter, darker, because there's a lot of outside shooting. And keep a pen, and then an extra battery for the microphone. That's a lot of stuff. Wow. you accumulate a lot of things really quick and can spend a lot of money really fast when you go to buying camera gear. So that's all I have at this time. And I'm sure it's going to be more very soon. For some reason, it just seems to accumulate very fast. So one thing I forgot, this thing actually comes with a rain guard too that goes all the way over top of the backpack. So if it's raining outside, you can throw that over and you're good. So I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to put together the rig with the Sun Peak that I use for stringer type work when we're trying to do things. And I'll be right back with that. Alright, so what I got here is what I'm using for my stringer style setup where I'm going out and trying to get footage of the early stages of accidents or fires or different things before the media can really get there and can get the shots. So what I'm trying to do is get the action shots that they don't get because they get there late, that in turn I can sell to them for money. So I have the 77D, right now it's got the 55 to 250 on it, so I can get some good reach out of it. Can also shut it back down, and I mean from 75 or so feet, I've got a pretty decently wide shot. The Takstar mic mounted here, got the light mounted for nighttime or low light situations. During the day, it's not something that's going to be used. We would just need the microphone at that point. So you can kind of tote it like this, different things, and then the Manfrotto Tripod that I also use, that I got it set on right now. It's kind of heavy, not gonna lie. It's kind of a heavy setup. But so this is what we're using for camera gear for different things that we do. Shots here at home, shots in the field, shots doing different things. Stabilizer should be here middle of the week for doing the real estate stuff. So we're gonna start doing some of that with some realtors. We're gonna start doing it for free at first. That way they can see what we're doing, see how it'll benefit them, and then we can charge them. And it also gives us a way to learn as well, because it's not something I've ever done. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it, and make it a great one.